The Random Jottings of Donald J. from Nelson in Pendle. Mirror Monk Burscough Abbey haunting manifestation. Occasionally this monk can be seen reflected in any mirror used on the site. Once upon a time, in the small town of Burscough, nestled in the countryside, there stood a grand structure known as Burscough Abbey. This ancient abbey, with its stone walls weathered by time, held within its confines stories and secrets from centuries past. Among the tales whispered by the townsfolk, one haunting manifestation stood out: the legend of the mirror monk. It was said that on rare occasions, within the hallowed halls of Burscough Abbey, a spectral figure would appear, only visible through the reflection of any mirror present. The mirror monk's origins were shrouded in mystery. Some believed he was a monk who had once resided in the abbey, while others thought he may have been a lost soul seeking solace within its sacred walls. Regardless of his true identity, his apparition was a source of both wonder and trepidation for those who dared to witness it. Among the townspeople, young Thomas was known for his inquisitive nature and unyielding curiosity. Having heard the tales of the mirror monk, his adventurous spirit compelled him to seek out the truth for himself. Armed with a handheld mirror, he made his way to Burscough Abbey one fateful afternoon. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows upon the abbey's worn stones, Thomas entered the hallowed grounds. The silence was palpable, broken only by the rustling of leaves carried by the gentle breeze. Holding his breath, Thomas positioned the mirror before him, his eyes fixed upon its surface, awaiting a glimpse of the elusive spirit. Minutes turned to hours, and just as Thomas began to lose hope, a flicker caught his eye. In the mirror's reflection, he saw a figure materialize, hooded and robed in the attire of an ancient monk. The mirror monk stood motionless, his ethereal form casting a haunting presence within the mirror's frame. Thomas' heart raced with excitement and trepidation, his mind racing with questions. With caution, he took a step forward, closing the distance between himself and the apparition. The mirror monk seemed unaware of Thomas' presence, his eyes distant, lost in a world beyond the material realm. Driven by a desire to understand the monk's purpose, Thomas spoke softly, his voice barely a whisper. "Who are you? Why do you appear in the mirrors of this abbey?" The monk turned his gaze towards Thomas, his eyes carrying an otherworldly wisdom. A voice, gentle yet filled with an echo of ages past, resonated in Thomas' mind. "I am but a reflection of the past, a guardian of forgotten tales. Within these mirrors, the echoes of history find their voice." Thomas listened intently, captivated by the words of the mirror monk. "What is it that you seek? Why do you reveal yourself to those who cross your path?" he asked, his voice filled with curiosity. "I seek remembrance," replied the mirror monk. "Through the eyes of those who witness my apparition, the stories of those who walk these halls can live on. Their memories shall not be lost to time." As the conversation unfolded, Thomas began to understand the burden the mirror monk carried. The spectral figure was a bridge between the past and present, a conduit through which the voices of forgotten souls could be heard. It was his duty to ensure that the stories of Burscough Abbey's inhabitants endured, even if only in fleeting glimpses within the reflective surfaces. Days turned into weeks, and Thomas returned to the abbey time and time again, eager to learn more from the mirror monk. With each encounter, he unraveled the tales of the abbey's past, stories of love, loss, and unwavering faith. Through the monk's spectral presence, the history of Burscough Abbey came alive, painting vivid pictures of a bygone era. Word of Thomas' encounters spread throughout the town, drawing people near and far to witness the enigmatic mirror monk. The abbey became a place of pilgrimage, where the curious and the nostalgic gathered to catch a glimpse of the past reflected in the present. And so, the mirror monk's legacy continued, forever entwined with the history of Burscough Abbey. In the reflections of mirrors, he remained a testament to the enduring power of stories, ensuring that the echoes of the past would forever reverberate through the lives of those who sought to uncover the secrets held within the ancient walls. By Donald J.